The gas man. This doesn't look suspicious.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
Someone already burned them down.
Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
All right already.
They'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Come on, Biggs. Our new
I say
partner.
we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Also, this like station's fucking shithole. Look how like shitty it looks compared to the Vice one. Come on,
He's
Biggs.
dull as dishwasher.
We got arsons
I'm
to
not
solve.
ready for the conversation. I've seen people like you.
I should give you his actor's name. I had it on me. And I'm gonna mispronounce it because it's the last name I don't know. Herschel Biggs is portrayed by Keith Zarabashka. That's a really rough guess. Swedish, maybe? I don't know. Also, look at his shitty car. I've run into like 10 of these on the other desks. Let's go, Herschel. He's not very conversational. Don't worry, he's cool though.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else?
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on the first day here, walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Well, I missed my turn, but that's okay. We have to finish off this friendly conversation with Biggs. Also, Biggs is the voice who does like the opening narration for the game. If you go back and like watch literally the beginning of the game when it's doing like the every cop's got a story to tell or whatever the fuck is going on there. And it's kind of like giving the brief rundown of Cole's history. You know, every detective has that case that makes them or breaks them. It's Herschel's voice, being a cool guy. Ooh. Almost added to the amount of crimes that took place at this location. Or possible crimes, we don't know that yet. This could just be a house fire.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
Well, not
In
as
the
lucky
car.
anymore.
It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry Lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
So as you would suspect, arson's job is usually to find out, not so much catch arsonists, but like find out whether or not someone burned down their home for insurance money. That seems to be the case anyway. That said, that does not seem to be what has happened here. So arson cases, like the crime scenes, can be a little difficult because they're usually
Recently
messes.
serviced. Could be something to go on.
All right, found the heater. And that was it. Ba-da-da-da. I don't know, I guess that's all there really is. I thought there might be a newspaper at this place, but I'm probably thinking of like another house fire. Oh, she's taking it well. Real well, in fact.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Issued September 18th, departing on the 19th. That gives us a rough estimate of what time this is happening.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Right. We should make a call. I assume we're going to find the office of whoever ran this this little contest. Also, it's a little suspicious immediately that the people who didn't want to sell their house had it burned down while they were away. What's up with that?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban
What's up, Herschel?
Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them.
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
All right, let's go talk to this suburban redevelopment office. Look at Biggs being a good partner. Listening in, monitoring, making sure everything's all right. But we have another house fire to check out, so let's go do that. Biggs, it's time to drive. I don't want to drive your car too much. I don't want to wreck it. Like I did Roy's.
Where to?
Wrecking Roy's car was fun.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
That seems like a lot. Though LA is big, was big. Not as big as it is now, but I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about fires. That seems like a lot. I live in a city where, like, something catches fire maybe, like, I don't know, once a week, every other week.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go bang. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Sure thing. This might be the location I was thinking of with the paper.
Mal.
Oh, hey, it's Carruthers.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Oh, man. Even Carruthers Senpai is a little mad at us. What'd you do? Why'd you have to go and do that? Why'd you have to go do that German girl? What am I looking at? Oh, it's this thing. This is not garbage. This is actually important.
Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
He loves fire.
You can still catch him.
Look at this creepy arson-loving weirdo. Bum 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 bum. Catch the fire perv.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
We've got an ID on you.
Oh, that guy ate
Stop right
shit.
there.
Oh, I got you now. Oh, that's not where I tackled him. I wanted to do like a big cool move and us both go through the fence.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
This guy kind of looks like an old Seth Green.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
Oh, yeah, real
I
naughty.
keep myself to myself.
Hold on to that.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You light this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Cole's a man on a mission. Where are we going? I should maybe set a location. Did we find all the evidence at this place? It says we didn't. Like, it should have gotten crossed off, right?
I swear.
Let me head back into the crime scene. Yeah, there's still evidence here. What the fuck? Why is it taking me away? It might be like super insignificant, like finding the water heater again. That was super weird. Usually when you find everything, it'll get crossed off and that'll be it. There must be something here. Could it be this doghouse? Doghouse fire? No. I can go inside the house. Kind of. What's left of it, anyway. Wall clock. Not important. I don't have the time for this. What do we got here? Book. You know what? It's been a long time. Intuition. Show me all the clues. What did I miss? Oh, I didn't look at the bodies. Is that it? Oh, god damn it. You just
How about the insurance
step
company
all over
writing these
them.
incidents up as acts of God.
Who is that? Oh, it's just this asshole. He's stuck. He's a little stuck. What the fuck? Why is the music still playing? Is there something else? Let's do it again. Like I'm gonna use these intuition points anywhere else. No? I already... Okay. Maybe it's a bug. Let's go, Herschel. Do a cool jump over these bodies. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Look at him. Love jerky. Just left the door open to his car. That's alright, no one took it. There were officers nearby. Come on, Herschel. I won't leave you behind the way I leave Roy behind all the time. Locations. Let's go to the travel agency. This property for sale. I should look at the road. I wanted to have a cool conversation with Herschel. He really is neat. No, this isn't the video for that. Oh, shit. Gulliver's Travel Agency. What a nice touch of a decoration that is. Although the cardboard people are a little creepy.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Not as unfortunate as being set on fire. So there are the Sawyers.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
And the Steffens.
Here they are, Steffens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. I just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Herschel's the one who's great. That was a super cool thing he did. Move over.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
To the heart of the problem.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Maybe that was Cole, like, already acknowledging the fact that he has a better opinion of Biggs after he made that guy give up 50 bucks.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
Well, that was very
Elysian are
helpful.
investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Well, we're doing that anyway. Let's go to the offices of Elysian Fields.
You know the way. You can drive.
So where do you want it?
Or not. Let's go to the fire station. Apparently, we're doing that first.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
I think Lynch is the guy we talked to earlier at that one scene. Who was wearing the cool, like, fireman hat. I think, anyway. Lynch is alright. Kind of a jerk, but he's alright. He's good at his job. Ooh, I feel like a fireman.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs? You two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
All right, let's see how well Scott remembers how to do this shit. This dumb high school science classroom experiment we're about to do. I honestly don't remember. I might have gotten it.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's going to ignite.
Okay, I got these two wrong. I just move this on over. And put this right here. I did it, I think.
Good, your regulator's
Yay.
in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Amazing.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could
That
be a
was so
fault
dumb.
with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
All right, to the InstaHeat factory. We've been seeing that name ever since the beginning.
Well, you don't see that.
Remember, like, the first guy who faked his death had bought a heater recently from InstaHeat?
You can
I
drive.
almost got hit by that car.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To InstaHeat.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Seems like a stand-up guy. Who doesn't like a little fire every now and then? As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, I say. Oh, look at that cool InstaHeat car. Let's just park in the middle of the entrance so we can block anyone from entering or leaving. Fantastic.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
And where's that?
Being decisive. Now, I'm not so sure.
I honestly don't know. Not through this door. It is not gold.
I'm out of here.
Wait, what's this? Advertisement? Glass line gas water heater.
New and improved model.
Where's baby oil?
They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Less likely to explode. Oh, manager. It says it on the sign.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of wits because you're unarmed.
Bitch. Fuck you. Hot manager, not manager.
Take me to the pictures tonight.
Here he is.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
That's what we saw the guy doing in the opening cutscene.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
See, I remember this. I remember this exact, line of questioning, and I don't like it. So basically, we need to prove that one of the people for InstaHeat, one of, the servicemen, would have overlooked things. And this is the evidence. Or this one. Okay, we got two guys. Matthew Ryan and Reginald Varley. But that doesn't mean, I don't know. I feel like this should be a doubt, but I know for a fact that it's actually an accusation. You gotta call him out on this lie.
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I need warm bodies.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Now, where is that phone? Oh. Keeps it on a table right by the window.
Sam's taking me out of the palms.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
That's a lot of names.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
All right, so we've got an arsonist, a near murderer, and a full-on murderer.
Desperate times indeed.
Wait, I think I have to talk to him again.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
I didn't come to California
Here.
to be a secretary.
Happy now?
Stick
Matthew
around,
Ryan.
Mr. Rasik.
What do we got here?
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
A communist? Oh my.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
How dare he have political views different from mine? As well as this pair of pliers.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
Why, what do we have here?
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Remember, the mosquito coils used for arson.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasik?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favored choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
I don't get that joke. I don't think he's being literal.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Same as it was. So Clemens has one of these socialist pamphlets.
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Go right ahead. Now we'll go arrest your boys.
Clemens, Ryan, Varley.
That was weird. I didn't expect a loading screen. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Oh, that wasn't ominous. Let's go,
You're
Biggs.
behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
To find Clemens. Got something interesting to say? Maybe? I mean, we are about to go chase some arsonists. Potential arsonists. Well, one is for sure an arsonist. It was on his record. And for some reason, that still got him a job with the water heater company. Strange how that works out.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
You work with him, and I think you have his stuff in your locker.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. He does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Oh, in that case, it's totally fine.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Okay, no, Ryan's the guy who's has the pamphlets, right?
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
There we are.
We found a pamphlet in your locker.
Anarchist, whatever.
We can add your name.
Socialist, anarchy.
HUAC.
They're all Reds back in the 40s.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Well, have fun being an arsonist, still working in water heaters.
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Let's go for Varley.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
You say you've never had to fire your weapon in the line of duty, Herschel? Well, lucky for you, you're with Cole Phelps. I get into a firefight every other day. It's amazing I'm not dead.
Stop or I'll shoot.
We came into this with literally guns ablazing. Like, we immediately kicked it up to 11.
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever. Stop or I will shoot.
Glad I didn't mess that up. I got really nervous there for a second.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Arson? That's the charge I should care the most about right now, not that murder in Detroit.
You know the way. You can drive.
So what do you
And
want?
to go find Matthew Ryan. Maybe I should have taken his Insta-Heat car. Not like he needs it anymore. Also, was the 1947 network of police across the country just that unreliable? This guy shows up in another state and gets work and everything, and no one stops him.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said, son of a bitch.
Let's turn that off.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
This is one of the better chases because of how ridiculous it is.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
All right, time to get that gun out. Oh, that guy's dead. We're all dead.
Lay into his wheel. Come on.
Yeah, Duke's a hazard.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear it coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Look at him destroy that shit. Goodbye, fire hydrant.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and he's running.
How is he not
Running
done?
Don't mean nothing. We got to get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man.
This dude's on his fucking rims. Would you get off the road, jackass? Okay, I got him. Thankfully, that innocent citizen helped me out by also crashing into him.
Give it up, LAPD! Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Why did you run, Ryan? That car is clearly a piece of shit. You were never gonna outspeed us.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to
Can
the
you drive to
station
this
and
one?
close this case.
Oh god, I'm gonna miss this game when I beat it. I'm gonna miss it so much. Oh, I don't have to do that like entire chase again, do I? No. It's saved, thank God.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Oh, that wasn't my fault. I'm not the one who broke the law by running into a police officer on the side of the road.
Both presiding over the...
Oh, if only Herschel had backed up into that woman. That would have been great, too. Oh, this game is such a treasure. It's the best. I love it so much. So many great memories.
Put him down to 1 round.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
We are going to interview room 2. Yeah, this guy's a dick. He's like, fuck Phelps. I'm on Team Biggs, yo. Then again, Biggs is a pretty good waifu as well.
I don't care.
Where the fuck is this interview room? Here we go.
I'm thinking of moving up to a...
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Bullshit.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Well, you signed the inside of the thing. Where is it? Here we go. Sawyer family heater destroyed after being serviced by Reginald Varley.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
Okay, you got me there
Suburban,
by the most easiest
they
piece of
wanted that guy
evidence you
out.
could have presented.
Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater serviced, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Well, there's the thing that Clemens told us. Let's see. Clemens testifies to being offered kickbacks by Reginald Varley.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Well, you have all those mosquito coils, by which I mean the one.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on. Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
All right, we got another schmuck to interview.
This job 20 years.
Wherever the fuck that room is.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
What the fuck is it? It's also over here somewhere. I missed it. Oh, it was on this wall. I didn't even notice it.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
That thing you kind of just admitted to. Also, all those pamphlets. Where the fuck are they?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Rasic testifies to ease of pressure regulator tampering.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You'd just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Tell me the truth, Ryan. It's the only chance you've got. You're getting some kind of kickback from the fund.
So I'm an agitator for change, but I take kickbacks. How does that make any sense?
You're right. It doesn't.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
I think this is a doubt. Bad cop.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Well, I have your criminal record. I asked the police for it. I'm a cop.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
So we gotta charge one of the two. This is very much like a homicide desk. I'm gonna charge Ryan.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Trust me, Ryan, I have a perfect track record of charging people with murder. I certainly didn't get the first 5 wrong.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
About time one of our partners was like, hey, where's my recognition? Like Biggs. Thinks like I do. $100 in city damage, that's no big deal. Matthew Ryan fronts the grand jury with 4 murder charges around his neck. Let's see what the alternate case notes are. There are 2 other ones. If you choose to charge Clemens, you get Clemens served 4 years for arson and would have proudly shared his motive if questioned. You can also get the case against Varley looks dangerously thin for a man facing 4 counts of murder. So apparently you can end up charging Varley and Clemens? I thought you could only charge one of the 2 guys we took in. Or no, we took in Varley. Clemens was the guy we let go? I can't remember. Let's look at trivia. Aaron Stanton, Rich Sommer, who plays John Cunningham, and Vincent Kartheiser, Walter Clemens, are all co-stars on Mad Men. Were, anyway. Michael Seamus Wiles, Albert Lynch, and Keith, whatever Herschel Biggs' actor's name is, Zarbarshka, I don't fucking know, were co-stars on the television series Sons of Anarchy. That's where Herschel's from. I knew he was like kind of a semi-famous actor, but I don't really know his work. Let's see here. Michael Seamus Wiles and Michael Bofshaver, Ivan Rasik, were co-stars on the television series Breaking Bad. All right, this is like an AMC special going on right here. Is that what Sons of Anarchy was on as well? I can't remember. Vincent Kartheiser, Walter Clemens, and Keith Sharbaska were co-stars on the television series Angel. Is that the Angel I'm thinking of? Let me open that link. It is. It's that angel. The vampire angel, cursed with a soul, moves to Los Angeles and aids people with supernatural related problems while questioning for his own redemption. That's the spin-off of Buffy, right? God, that was forever ago. I have not thought about that show in literally 10 to 15 years. All right, what else we got here? It is possible to view all of the destroyed buildings in this and the later arson cases during the patrol, traffic, homicide, and vice tests, most easily during free roam. Yeah, that's corner cutting inside the game where like these houses have technically been burnt down for months because they didn't want to create different models for them and like create a different version of the map for when you get to this desk. Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it too much. Connor Malcarothers says that the deceased Sawyer family were all in bed by the looks of it, but the 3 visible corpses are fully clothed. Hey, you wear clothes to bed. Stop being so judgmental, LA Noire Wiki. The player is given a handicap in that the arsonist is shown from the back, putting tools in the back of the van during the cutscene when leaving the Insta-Heat building, and while his face is invisible, his hair is. And he is clearly not, basically, we might not have gotten the right guy is the gist of it. It's almost like this happened exactly the same on the homicide task. This case is arguably unfair from a gameplay perspective, since the evidence against Varley is at least as strong as the evidence against Ryan, but unlike similar 2 suspect cases on the homicide desk, where similarly neither suspect is the real perpetrator, the game considers charging Varley a fail. So, while I could have charged Varley there at the station, I would have gotten a 3-star result out of the case, which is kind of bullshit. Like, there was that one homicide case where we had The two suspects, one of them was the husband. I think it was the guy who burned his shoes because he was a dumbass. And the child molester who was like acting all creepy by the school field or whatever. And I charged the child molester, and Donnelly was like, "Good job, Boyle. Oh, we got another one," and blah, 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 blah. But had I charged the husband, he would have been pissed at me, but it wouldn't have affected my score in the end. But for whatever reason, that gets changed on this desk. Gulliver's Travel Agency is most likely a reference to Jonathan Swift's novel Gulliver's Travels. The title of the case is very similar to The Wicker Man. No, it's not. Just because it's the blank man. Whatever. That's dumb. This is the only case on the arson desk where the player must charge a suspect. Alright, so the desk isn't like this from here on out. It gets a little bit different. Whatever. Oh, arson, you are so much fun. Actually, it is kind of fun. Getting hit by a car and dying aside, I'm enjoying myself. I rather like Herschel, and we're slowly approaching the climax. Again, like, what do these arsons and these house fires have to do with the main plot of the game? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe there's some super corrupt shit happening in Los Angeles. See you guys in the next one.